Welcome to Crazy Lending. How to post ledger accounts. So before going into that, like and share my video and subscribe my channel for more updates. And post your opinions and doubts and comment box. Let's see. So in my previous video, I prepared journal entries for these transactions, right? So up to 10 days transactions are recorded in journal entries. So there are some combined or component entries are also included. So I already explained how to prepare those compound entries, right? So now with the help of these entries, we have to prepare ledger accounts. Okay, let's see. So these are the entries for those transactions. So total there are 9 entries. So for these 9 entries, we have to prepare ledger accounts. So how many ledger accounts should be open for these 9 entries? Let's count one by one. So cash account. This is the first account should be opened in ledger. And second purchases. Third one furniture. Fourth one capital. So we already know, right? For each and every element in general, we have to open a separate account in ledger, right? So for one entry, we have to open 4 accounts because each one is separated, right? So separate account should be opened in ledger. So here 4 accounts. Next, here there is a 5th account that should be billings account. So already cash account should be open, right? So no need to open again a cash account. So purchases also open, right? Next, Sujit account is the 6th one. And here Mahi account is 7th one and sales account is the 8th one. And next, bank account 9th one. Next, sales returns 10th one and purchase returns 11th one and freight charges 12th one. So finally, for these 9 entries, we have to prepare 12 separate accounts in ledger. So let's see one by one in ledger. Okay. So this is the cash account that should be opened in ledger and this is the format, right? So 8 columns should be open. Date, particulars, general folio, amount, date, particulars, general folio, amount, and top side debit, credit. So all the transactions which related to cash and all the dealings which related to cash should be posted in cash account. So only up to 10 days you prepare ledger accounts, right? Because only 10 days transactions should be included and only for 10 days you have to prepare the journal entries, right? So on 11th day you find the balance of cash account because the end date was 10th July. So on 11th day you have to know the balance of cash account, right? So all the cash transactions should be posted in this account. Let's see one by one. See the first entry. Cash account data, purchase account data, furniture account data to capital account. So this is the compound entry. So there are more than one debit. So here there are 3 debits and 1 credit, right? So in this cash account data, so total capital account was 4,50,000. So in this 4,50,000, 3 lakhs belongs to cash because he brings 3 lakhs as a capital. So cash account should be in debit side, right? So on debit side, we have to post to capital account as 3 lakhs because the normal entry was cash account data to capital account, right? So opposite account should be debited here because here the cash account should be in debit side, right? So 1st July to cash account 3 lakhs. Okay. So it should be over. Next, go to the second entry. On 3rd July, billings account data to cash. So here there is a cash transaction, right? So here the cash account should be on credit side, right? So on credit side, we have to mention by billings account 1 lakh because here the cash account is on credit side, right? Next, purchase account debtor to cash to Sujit account. So these 55,000 are the total purchases, right? And with this total 55,000, 30,000 belongs to cash purchases and remaining 25,000 belongs to credit. That means Sujit purchases. But only cash transactions should be involved in cash account. So here cash transactions amount 30,000, right? So these 30,000 should be posted on cash account. See, here cash account is on credit side. So on 3rd July, on credit side, you have to mention by purchases only 30,000. Only 30,000 belong to cash, right? Next one. See. Next, on 5th July, cash account debtor 25,000, Mahi account debtor 40,000, to sales account 66,150. So here there is a cash account. But total sales 66,150. In this only 25,500 belong to cash. So only cash transaction should be posted on cash account, right? So cash account should be on debit side. So on debit side, you have to mention 5th July to sales 25,500. So this page should be completed, right? Next, go to the another page. On 5th July, bank account debtor to cash account. So here cash account is on credit side, right? So on credit, you have to mention by bank 32,000. Okay, it was completed. Next, on 6th July, cash account debtor to bank account. So here the cash account should be on debit side, right? So on debit side, you have to mention to bank account 15,000. So there are no more cash transactions. So here the cash account should be completed. See, there is a simple logic while preparing the accounts in ledger. For suppose you preparing cash account, right? If the cash account is on credit side, the opposite entry, the opposite element should be mentioned on credit side. For suppose if the element should be in debit side, the opposite element should be mentioned on debit side. That's it. Okay. Here you maintain the cash account. See, here cash account is on debit side. So the opposite element should be mentioned on debit side. And here the cash account should be on credit side, right? So the opposite element should be mentioned on credit side. So it should be an opposite or ulta. So this is the simple logic while preparing the accounts in ledger. Okay. See, the account should be total here, right? See, when compared to credit, the debit is high. Total 3,40,500. And here the credit side balance was 1,62,000, right? So the difference amount was 1,78,500. So it should be carried on the 10th July because up to 10th July you maintain the accounts, right? So at the end of that day we find the balance, the difference 1,78,500 for cash account. So it should be, and this balance should be brought down to next day 1,78,500 for 11th July. So this is the brought down balance for the next day 1,78,500. So this is the total balance of cash account. Okay. Next we have to open the second entry. So here the second entry was purchases account, right? So second entry purchases. Same format should be prepared for purchases account. Okay. Date, particulars, channel folio amount. Date, particulars, channel folio amount. See. Purchase account debtor, furniture account debtor to capital account. So total 4,50,000. 1 lakh belongs to purchases, right? So he brings purchases as a capital 1 lakh. So purchase account debtor to capital, right? So purchase account should be on debit side. So on debit side of the purchase account, it should be written as to capital account 1 lakh. Okay. So purchase account debtor to capital account 1 lakh. So it was completed. Next, here there are no purchases. See, on 3rd July there is a purchases. Purchase account debtor to cash to Sujit account. So total purchases was 55,000. And in this the cash purchases was 30,000 and the credit purchases was 25,000. But both are related to purchases, right? So we purchased goods for cash and credit. So those are included in purchases. So in purchase account, those cash transaction and credit transactions also included in purchase account, right? So these two are included in purchase account. Okay. So here purchase account should be on debit side, right? So we have to debit the cash and Sujit on purchase account. So to cash account 30,000, to Sujit account 25,000. Okay. Next one. So there are no cash purchases here, and here also there are no cash or credit purchases. Okay, no more credit and cash purchases. Here there is a purchase returns account. So the purchase return should not be involved in purchase. The separate account should be opened for purchase returns account, because the purchases and purchase returns both are not same. They are separated. Okay. So there are no more cash and credit purchases. Okay. You have to tally the purchases account. So when compared to credit, debit is high. There are no transactions on credit side. The debit balance is high. Right. So the total debit balance was 1,55,000. Right. So the difference was 1,55,000. So at the end of the day, we find the balance. The difference is 1,55,000. So it should be written as by balance carried on. This carried on balance brought down to next day, that is 11th July, to balance brought down 1,55,000. So on 11th July we find the purchase balance 1,55,000. Okay. So this is the second account. The second account should also be completed. Right. Next go to the third account. So furnitures account is the third account. Okay. So see, only one entry should be related to furniture, because here there are no more transactions for furniture. Here also no more. Here also no more. And here also no more. No more. There are no furniture transactions here. Here also, here also. So only one element and one entry should be related to furniture. So in the total 4,50,000 capital, 50,000 related to furniture, right? So the furniture account should be open. See, same format should be opened for furniture. Okay. Furniture account debtor to capital account. So here furniture account should be on debit side, right? So on the debit side of the furniture account, we have to mention to capital account 50,000. Okay. So there are no more transactions which relate to furniture. Only one transaction is there for furniture. Okay. So the debit is high when compared to credit. There is no credit balance here. So the ledger account should be tallied and equal, right? So the difference amount 50,000 should be carried on for the at the end of the day. So end of the day was 10th July, right? So by balance carried on 50,000. So it should be brought down to next day, 11th July, to balance brought down 50,000. So this is the furniture account balance 50,000 for 11th July. So this is the third account. It was also completed, right? So next go to the fourth account, that is to capital account. Okay. See, there are no transactions, only one. Here only the capital account transactions are there. Here there is no more. Here also no more. And here also no transactions which related to capital. Okay. Only one entry. So see, total it is a compound entry. So he brings cash 3 lakhs, purchases 1,50,000, furniture as a capital. So the total capital was 4,50,000, right? So it is a compound entry. For suppose if you write individual entry, it likes cash account that are to capital, purchase account that are to capital, furniture account that are to capital, right? So here the capital was in credit side. So in the credit side of the capital account, you have to mention all the 3 accounts. Okay, see, this is the capital account. So 1st July, he brings by cash as a capital 3 lakhs, by purchases 1 lakh as a capital, by furniture 50,000 as a capital. So these 3 belongs to capital, right? So it should be written, posted on capital account. And there are no transactions on debit side. So the credit is high when compared to debit. So the difference was 4,50,000 should be carried on to the end of the day, that is 10th July 4,50,000. So it should be brought down to next day 4,50,000. So 4 accounts should be completed here, and for this entry should be completed. Next go to the second entry. So here buildings account should be open, right? So this is the 5th account in ledger. See, only 1 entry should be there for buildings, and there are no more entries for buildings. See, there are no more, only 1 entry for buildings, right? See, buildings account that are to cash account. So buildings account should be on debit side, right? So open the buildings account. Same format should be followed for all the accounts. So buildings account should be on debit side. So on debit side, 3rd July you have to post to cash account 1 lakh. So there is no credit balance here. So the difference 1 lakh should be carried on to the end of the day. And this carried on balance brought down to next day, that is 11th July to balance brought down. So on 11th July, the buildings balance was 1 lakh. Okay. This is the 5th account and it was also completed. So already cash account should be over now. Next, purchases also completed. So all the transactions which related to purchases should be posted, and cash account should also be posted. So next one, Sujit. So this is the 6th account should be opened in ledger, right? See. So here there are no transactions which relate to Sujit. Here also not there. So here there is 1, right? And here not there. Here also no. And here no. Here is there. So see, on 3rd July you purchase, there is a credit purchases, and 9th July purchase returns. It means on 3rd July he purchased goods from Sujit 25,000, right? On 9th July you return some goods to Sujit, right? Here Sujit is the receiver. So your 2,000 goods should be returned to Sujit. So the purchase returns. So 2 transactions involved for Sujit account, right? Let's open the Sujit account in ledger. Okay. See, total purchases 55,000, and in this 30,000 belongs to cash and 25,000 belongs to Sujit. So only these 25,000 should be posted in Sujit account, because this 25,000 belongs to Sujit. Okay. So here Sujit account should be on credit side. So on Sujit account, on credit side, you have to post by purchases 25,000. Okay. And next, on 9th July, Sujit account should be on debit to purchase returns account. So on Sujit account, on debit side, to purchase returns 2,000. So see, total purchases 25,000. On in this, you have to return the goods 2,000. So the balance carried on, the difference is 23,000. So we need to pay 23,000 to Sujit. Okay. So this is the end day balance. It should be brought down to next day 23,000. So the Sujit account should be 23,000. We need to pay 23,000 to Sujit. We are able to pay this amount to Sujit account. So this is the balance of Sujit account. Okay. Next, Sujit account is also completed. Next, cash account already completed. Next, the 7th account should be Mahi account. So here 1 transaction and here one transaction. So sold goods. So total sales 66,150. So in this 25,500 belongs to cash sales. So it should be written on cash account, right? And remaining 40,650 belongs to Mahi. It means credit sales, right? So on Mahi account, so Mahi account should be open, right? So here Mahi account should be on debit side, right? So on debit side you have to mention two sales for 40,650 because we did not mention the total amount because in this 25,500 belongs to cash. Only 40,650 belongs to Mahi, right? So only Mahi account amount should be posted on Mahi account. So on debit side you have to post two sales 40,650. Okay, it was done. And next, see here sales returns account data to Mahi account. Here the Mahi account is on credit side, right? So on credit side you have to post by sales returns account 5,000. So it means the total the total credit sale was 40,650. Okay, total credit sale 40,650, and in this you have to sold 40,650 and they return the goods for the amount of 5,000 and the balance was 35,650 at the end of the day. So it should be brought down to 35,650. So 35,650 is the balance that should be paid by Mahi. Okay, Mahi should be paid this amount to you. That is 35,650. It is the balance of the Mahi account. So 7 accounts should be open and completed, right? See. Next, 8th one, sales account. See. Here there are no sales. Only one sales account should be there. Here also no entries which related to sales. Okay. So only one account should related to sales. That was done on 5th July. So here sales account should be on credit side. See, this is the cash sale and this is the credit sale. So in sales account both the cash sales and the credit sale should be mentioned and posted, right? So these two are included in sales account. So here the sales account is on credit side, right? So these both should be posted on credit side of the sales account. See, this is the sales account. So by cash account 5th July 25,500 and Mahi account 40,150. So the total 66,150. So there is no debit, right? This is the difference amount. So at the end we find the carried on balance 66,150. So it should be brought down to next day 11th July 66,150. So here the total sales account balance was 66,150. So the 8th account should also be completed here. So in this page all the elements should be, for each and every element you have opened a separate account and posted according to that account. Okay, next go to the next page. Next, on 5th, bank account. So this is the 9th account should have to be opened, right? So see, here bank account should be on debit, right? So on bank account on debit side you have to post to cash account 32,000. Okay, next, on 6th July cash account debit to bank. So here bank account should be on credit side, right? So on credit side 6th July by cash account 15,000. Next, so here there are no bank transaction. Here also no. So here there is a bank. So freight charges. So we paid the freight charges through bank. So here the bank should be involved. Here the bank should be on credit side, right? So 600. So on credit side by freight charges 600. So there are no more transactions which related to bank here. So the debit is high when compared to credit, right? So the difference is by balance carried on 14,400. It means 32,000 minus 15,600. So the balance is 16,400. So it is the end day balance. It should be brought down to next day. That means 11th July to balance brought down 16,400. This is the total bank account balance. Okay. So 9th account should also be over. So already cash account over and bank account should also be completed. Next, sales account should be open, right? 10th. So only there are one transaction which related to sales returns account. Okay. So here sales returns account should be on debit side, right? So on sales returns account debit side, you post 7th July to Mahi account 5,000 because sales returns account added to Mahi account, right? So to Mahi account 5,000. So this account should be tallied and the difference is 5,000. Carried on balance should be brought down to next day 5,000. So the 10th account should also be completed. Already the Mahi account should be opened, right? So it should also be completed. Next, Sujit account should also be completed, right? Next, to purchase returns. So it is the 11th account. So here the purchase return should be on credit side, right? So on credit side of the purchase account. So purchase returns account credit side you have to post Sujit account amount 2,000 because purchased goods should be returned. So that's why you opened a separate account for purchase returns because in each and every element in general you have to open a separate account in ledger. So here by Sujit account 2,000. So this is the difference balance. So it is called carried on balance. It should be brought down to next day 2,000. So it should be over. Next, already the bank account should be completed, right? So the last account, that is freight charges account. So this is the 12th account and only one transaction which will get to freight charges account. So we open the freight charges account. So debit particular channel folio amount, date particular channel folio amount. Okay. So in this freight charges account should be on debit side, right? So on the debit side of the freight charges account, we have to post to bank account 600. So here also the balance was, the debit is high when compared to credit. So the difference should be written as by balance carried on 600. So it should be brought down to next day 11th July to balance brought down. So this is the freight charges balance. Okay. So here all the 12 accounts should be completed. So see, these are the 9 entries. Okay. So for these 9 entries, we have to open 12 accounts in ledger because there are 12 different elements in this journal entries. So these are the 12 accounts. First one cash account, second one purchase account, third one furniture, and fourth one capital account, and fifth one billings account, sixth Sujit account, seventh Mahi account, eighth sales account. So ninth bank account, 10th sales returns account, and 11th purchase account, and 12th freight charges account. So you have to prepare each and every element for a separate account in ledger, and it was must and should, and you did not forgot any element to open a separate account in ledger. So for easy you have to mark like the numbers and you have to put a numbers, and at last you have to collect all the elements for a separate account in ledger. Okay, that's it.